Good afternoon. I'm Mariagiovanne Gaglione from Enea. I'm very pleased to join this webinar and give this presentation about 5 steps to engineering, which is a career guidance course for upskilling energy-related competencies and bringing STEM discipline closer. This is an initiative that we carried out in Italy. And starting from the background is in 2023, the gender gap in STEM remains significant, with women making up only the 28% of the STEM workforce. Although there are some positive trends lately. In Italy, for example, last year, 40% of graduates were women. It's a lot of path to go on, but it's a good trend. The presence of women in the field of energy efficiency and saving, especially as technicians and decision makers, remains very low, though. And improving gender diversity in STEM is crucial. Why it is crucial? We just to remind that STEM subjects have a wide range of subjects that people who work together on different types of projects in an interdisciplinary way. When you study STEM subjects, you develop specific or technical skills, of course. However, along with those technical skills, you also develop the ability to collaborate, for example, with your colleagues, or to solve problems, or to present your output in a group setting, or you have to communicate and to give a presentation about your project. So with the STEM subject, you also develop additional skills besides the technical ones. And employers now are looking for those skills, not only the capability to solve problems, but also how well you can describe your solution, what limitations they have, and what do you think needs to be done so further. Let's go on. And with this background, we thought, as the Italian Energy Efficiency Agency, it's a member of Enea network, as it was introduced earlier, we have the possibility to carry out the National Information and Training Program for Energy Efficiency. What is this program? It's a new national long-term energy efficiency program for information and training actions promoted by the Italian Ministry of Environment and Energy Security, according to the Article 12 of the 2020 decree, which makes a national transposition of the directive on energy efficiency. The timeline is quite long, until 2030, and quite a good budget to develop all these actions. And it's included in the National Recovery and Resilience Plan and is a part of the Next Generation EU. That's why we had this possibility to roll out a lot of initiatives. I will not display all the initiatives, just a few ones that are linked to this to the subject of this webinar. For example, we try to design structural and non-episodic gender policies, trying to give a different narrative of STEM subjects that can reach the youngest generation, as the case of 5 steps to engineering, or to train on financial issues linked to energy management, or to try to develop a new lexicon of energy technologies to reduce gender gap in the energy efficiency supply chain. We also carry out informational campaigns and target fundings of qualification measures for professionals in energy market and bid renovation sector, which this sector are very important for the energy transition, and many skills and new occupancies they bring with it. We also include the studies on skill needs and occupation in our information campaigns on energy efficiency, in order to attract young people and also women to these new professions. Of course, to reach the objectives for 2030 for energy efficiency, a workforce with the necessary digital and green skill is urgently needed. And in Italy, for instance, all these competencies, many of these competencies are still lacking, both among design professionals, construction, installation, and building maintenance companies. We have to face this workforce shortage. In fact, the information training program, among its goals, aims to support policy decision makers, for instance, companies and professionals in the industry and vocational education training providers in taking the necessary steps to develop and formally recognize the digital and green skills that are required by the energy transition. I just list a few of these new skills, but there are so many. For example, electrification, digitalization, automation, installation of new technologies and materials involves increasing number of crafts and excellent design, planning skills, communication skills, but also digital and cross-cutting skills. Which are very, very important in order to fulfill the new professions, the new professions required. And let's go to this initiative that we called it Cinque Passi da Ingegnara, which means 5 steps to engineering. Like a new journey that starts for these young students. In fact, this initiative is targeting female high-school students, providing a career guidance course focusing on energy-related STEM disciplines, as well as broader workplace skills. And it aims, above all, to encourage secondary school students to pursue STEM subjects, as I said earlier. And the partnership, Enea, conceived this project with a public-private collaboration model. We chose a partner, this Fondazione Marie, which is a part of the Marie Tech group, which is a chemical group based in Italy, but with many sites throughout Europe. And they founded this Fondazione Foundation to promote the preservation of knowledge of the historical archival heritage of this group and foster the training of tomorrow's humanist engineers, who will be able to apply their broad vision and multidisciplinary knowledge to contribute to the energy and digital transition. So we had a similar approach, an holistic approach to STEM subjects, and we started this journey together in the framework of Italian Class A, our awareness campaign on energy efficiency. This initiative is recognized by a specific program that was appointed by Ministry of Education. This program welcomes young students in the 4th year of high school, so they're quite young, 16, 17 years old, and it created an alternating schoolwork programs focused on developing a teaching approach oriented on developing the skills needed for employment. So we try to seize this opportunity that is it started in 2015 with this law 107, La Buona Scuola, in line with the principle of inclusive school. And we try to seize this opportunity in order to broaden the application of this initiative, which had some problems in the past during the pandemic, but not also, because for the schools, for many schools, it was very difficult to find the right partners from the market sector and to push these young students in the world of work. So we try to take this initiative further. This is the press release of the edition of 5 Steps to Engineering, and it started last September and it finished in March. And I will present it later during my presentation. This is a final with the founder of Fondazione Marie and the director of our energy efficiency agency. So that's how this initiative works. The main goals were, of course, to support the energy transition with inclusive measures and embracing the objectives of the 2030 agenda. In particular for the 5th goal, which is dedicated to gender equality, but also to show new opportunities within the green economy for the youngest generation, and to design, product, and promote new concepts and new communication channels designed to reduce the gender gap in the energy efficiency supply chain. For example, we used a lot of storytelling. We try to record videos where either professional, either researchers, either the students were telling their story, their expectations. So we try to explore new language in order to meet this young generation. And also to participate in national events for the dissemination of activities and results, and with the goal to encourage similar initiatives of educational and vocational guidance. Of course, our hope is that these initiatives will replicate in the future, because there are many, many students, and we hope that there will be some similar actions. The secondary schools that were involved in this initiative were in Rome, based in Rome. There were scientific high school, or they studied modern languages, but also technical subjects. The first edition was last year, and it was like a pilot edition with only 5 students. And then we replicated it this year with 23 students that were able to choose to apply to this initiative, as you see, from different schools from Rome. And we are also already working on the 3rd edition, which is scheduled for next year. That's the context of the journey, this training journey. We involved 45 experts, either from Mary Group, but also from Enea, researchers, and they were involved in the training journey as teachers. First of all, we try to reinforce pillar skills for STEM approach. Pillar skills for STEM are, of course, critical thinking, communication, collaboration, and creativity. In fact, lately STEM acronym is also added with A, that stands for arts, because studying arts develop, of course, the creativity which is needed also to approach technical solutions. But also digital transformation is among this content, which is so important to sustain the energy transition and energy efficiency in all these applications. For instance, in the industrial processes, in civil construction, in green technologies, and also in behavior change, which is so important. Citizen energy communities, and on new materials, for instance, the production of recycled plastics, bioplastics, and biofuels. And last but not last, the communication tools for energy efficiency. That requires, as I said earlier, new channels and with new language that is aimed to reach a broad audience, not so technical, but to make it simple, to make some concepts simple. That's some pictures taken lately, in last March, the initiative was in 80 hours delivered, divided in 10 days. We also stimulate the participation in national events, in the career days, and university campus. This picture were taken in Rome last March, where there was a university campus at La Sapienza, which is a very well-known university based in Rome. And this campus was an initiative to attract female students to the world of research work and technology-related activities. The picture there was taken with Romano Prodi, who was past president of the EU Parliament, and also the Anna-Kaisa Itkonen, which is a member of cabinet of EU Commissioner for Energy. As I said earlier, we developed a lot of digital storytelling that included people from energy professionals, but not only energy professionals. And in this case, for example, the achievement of many women in engineering across the country, there's lies a disturbing truth that explains why the raising awareness of female engineers' achievement is needed. Because engineering remains one of the least gender diverse professions with a very slow rate of improvement. As I said, the trend is getting better lately, but of course it's we hope that improves also in occupation and in to cover the gender gap salary, which is still existing for women. We also included some students in this digital storytelling. We tried to revamp the idea of engineer, the importance of these professions, not only as engineers with these many applications. In fact, they design and build the physical infrastructure that sculpts our cities, homes, and transport networks. They create digital products and services that power of life, including the communication tools that have relied so heavily during the pandemic. They include also the biomedical science. And we try to show the students how many applications they could find in this profession. This is other pictures taken from another event we took part with the students, which is Didacta Fair Italy, the most important event on innovation for schools, as it aims to promote the debate on the world of education among institutions, associations, and companies, in order to create a meeting place with the teachers and headmasters. This lady is the Ministry of Education that came to our fair in last March, and other pictures with the girls and with Ilaria Sergi, which is our colleague, the project leader of this initiative that designed it and managed it with the passion and dedication to the success of this initiative. And just to conclude that this presentation, as you can see from the pictures, we try to make the first step to meet these young students and to meet their expectations, their dreams, their fears, and try to empower them. And all the experts told their own stories, their own professional stories during the days of the journey, the training journey, and they tried to show the opportunities of energy transition, the new professions that are required, the skills that should be developed, try to help the students to have a look outside and to show that there are many opportunities. Of course, they are free to choose their own path, but with more information, so can make their informed decision about their future, about their education. And thank you for attention. I hope it was clear, and I'm ready for any questions further. Thank you.